Welcome to North Sun Tabletop Games, and today we're going to do a quick video on how to make an adventure map using the Shadowdark RPG. So in the Shadowdark RPG, it has a Shadowdark map section. We are going to try to make a small site. So it says roll or choose a site size and type. Then take the number of dice listed for the dungeon size and roll them together on a blank sheet of standard paper. So here's the site size and the site type. So we're basically just going to do a cave and a small. So we're going to need 5d10 dice. So I have those dice here. And then I'll read through the rest of this instructions and then we'll go to the view of the dice. Okay. So we're going to roll the dice on a blank sheet of paper. Note the position where each die fell. Draw an outline around the dice to form the site shape, separating the rooms with walls and passages that match the dungeon type. Note the number on each die to determine the type of room it is. Roll on the corresponding table for the room's contents. So down here we have the room type table, and this will let us know what's in each room. The site's objective or boss monster is located in the room with the highest room type roll. So when I roll the dice, whatever has the highest number will be the boss or the objective. Finally, roll for the dungeon's overall danger level. All right, so let's try that out. It should be a pretty quick exercise. All right, so for a small site, we wanted 5d10 dice, so I have 5d10s. I'm going to roll on this little plastic counter sheet just in case it's easier to see versus rolling on a piece of paper. Now you could also roll for the size and type, but we chose small. To roll for a medium site, it would be 8d10s, and a large site would be 12d10. But you probably need more dice. So you just roll the dice on here. Okay, we got 2 3s, a 4, and 2 9s, it looks like. So if we were to go rules as written, we would kind of outline this cave. So let's see. Better to come in this way. Maybe we have the cave split and it comes in and goes around this way, and then there's a passage that leads you straight ahead, and then there is a passage that leads off to the side. And that will be your small cave site. Then we look at what each number on the die represents. So we have site type, so we want to find out the room type. So at the very entrance, we have a number 3, which is a trap. So right now we have a trap at the entrance, a trap in the right hand corner, 2 treasures, and then 4 is a minor hazard. And I'm just marking on the map, and then we'll go through these. All right, so the options for the room type was empty, trap, minor hazard, solo monster, NPC, monster mob, major hazard, treasure, and boss monster. So for each of these room types, there is a corresponding detail of what it is. And for that, you roll a d6. So on our little horrifying map of what the cave system looks like, and this was a 3, I knocked that over. So I put a T here for trap. So what we would do is we would take a trap. So for the first one, we'll roll that up. So 1d6. Let's see what we get. A number 1. So the trap roll has 2 columns, 2 details. So first we got a 1 for crude, and then we got a 5 for magical. So right now it just gives you detail. So there's a crude magical trap at the start of the dungeon. So we'll just put on the maps, we'll just put like a CM, crude, and magical. And this dry erase is not cooperating. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and roll for the trap to the right. A 5, it's an ancient. And 4, ancient mechanical trap to the right. Okay. Now to the left. So right now we know we're going to want to make a crude magical trap when they come in. Maybe there's like a rusted suit of armor or something, and then when you touch it, you know, electric shock bolt or something hits you. And then to the right, there's an ancient mechanical trap. So maybe there's like a huge ancient gears or symbols or something like that that start to rotate and open. Maybe there's a pit trap under a metal floor with metal spikes that has some mechanical mechanism that makes it open and close. Something like that. So let's roll up the treasure in this room. So right now we rolled 2 9s, and it says the highest roll should be the objective or the boss monster. So let's go ahead and put the boss monster back here. This will be the boss, since it's behind both traps, hardest to get to. There'll be an easier treasure on that side, and then a minor hazard if the heroes were to go straight ahead. So before we go to the treasure roll, let's go ahead and roll up what the minor hazard would be. All right, so we'll take a D6, we'll go to the minor hazard table. And this is really just to kind of generate ideas, just to show how quickly and easy it is to do that. So number 3, stuck or locked barrier. So maybe the stuck or locked barrier let's see, maybe there's rubble here that they can't get through, and there's actually a secret cave entrance that will kind of take you behind the trap. Right, so there's hazard here. And let's say maybe there's a secret perception roll, and if they find that, they can avoid this whole ancient trap room and get directly over here to the final boss. Okay. And with that being said, let's go to the first treasure room, and let's see what kind of roll we can do for that. So for treasure, 1 through 6, it can be hidden, guarded by monsters, protected by a trap, or protected by a hazard. So we'll go ahead and roll that up. Number 1, it's hidden. Pretty straightforward. So they'd have to search in that room, but there would be a treasure in there. And there's treasure tables and all that other good stuff in the back. We just randomly roll on that. And then for the boss monster, which would be the final part of the cave, physically strong, religious leader, guarded by minions, or supreme sorcerer. So let's see what it is. Number 3, guarded by minions. So guarded by minions, that's going to mean that it's going to be some kind of creature that stays in the pack. Maybe you have a group of goblins and a goblin leader. You know, if we were looking at a low-level adventure, maybe it's like rats and there's a giant rat. But we'll say like goblin Maybe it's better to be like an animal since they're so little, but we'll say like since there's so many traps, like the back is filled with rats, and then there's like a giant rat that's the leader. And there you have it. That's how quick and easy it is to flesh out an adventure site, and that was just a small one. We're just they have other tables in the books for traps, treasures. You can roll up hex maps the same way. You can roll up settlements the same way. But I really like how quick and easy it is to generate a quick adventure site. So I hope you enjoyed that little playthrough. Or I don't know if I would call it a playthrough, but a deep dive, a look into the Shadowdark map creation set. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you. Have a nice day.